is Nana, your favorite Latina, talking about martial art challenges, karate versus kung fu. And I'm here interviewing the legendary Sensei Mo. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, excellent.
Good to hear. Now, we all know you're going to be fighting Novell Bell, who is from Iron Ring. What do you think of his skills?
Well, you know, Novell is a Kung Fu expert. So he's Kung Fu expert, but also he has a street edge to him as well. Growing up in Harlem, he really knows how to work his way around the street and how we do it. So you're dealing with a guy who does traditional martial arts and a guy who also does the street flavor as well. So I've got to watch out for both ends.
Given that you have to watch out for both ends, what is your game plan?
Well, my game plan is to pressure him. You know, he's a tall man. He's 6'4", 6'5", and he's got a long arm reach. And also, he's a Kung Fu expert, so his movement around the ring, I'm assuming, is going to be quite fluent. And what you want to do with a guy like that, you don't want to give him the center ring. You want to keep him in the corners so you can actually work your technique on him and not give him the freedom. You know, you saw Kung Fu movies.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give him the freedom to do the loping, jumping kicks and all that nonsense. I'm not going to have that. So that's sort of the plan.
Okay, sounds like a good plan to me. Now, do you feel any pressure coming back after such a long layoff time?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of pressure. You know, I've been out of the fight game for over 10 years. You know, after I won the TNT Light Heavyweight Championship, I went with Wesley Snipes to Hollywood, and we did some films, you know, Art of War, Blade series, and then after that I started doing some work with Jet Li and Delroy Lindo and a couple of other people. So, you know, I've really been out of the fight game. I did a movie called Empty Hands, and Mr. Bell saw it, and he says that all the stuff I can do is only the stuff that's in my movie, some prearranged, choreographed stuff. But I want to let him know I'm still the champ, and whatever I can do in a movie, I can do it in the center ring. So that's what we're going to prove on December 18th.
That's what he's going to prove. You heard that, Novell Bell? I heard that one. Now, given that, what is your biggest challenge then?
And the biggest challenge is, you know, getting in fighting shape. It's different when you're doing kata. It's different when you're just throwing punches into the air. When you got somebody hitting you, now that's fighting shape. You know, so it's been very difficult getting back in fighting shape, you know, a little slow, trying to get back. And the regiment is really hard. You know, it's like every day I get up in the morning, it's jiu-jitsu in the morning, you know, it's kickboxing at 12, it's cardio in the afternoon, you know, it's, you know, you got to eat right, go to sleep, all that kind of stuff. You know, I've been partying, eating expensive food and all the fruit and all the cakes and stuff. Now I got to cut all that out.
All that's out.
All that's gone. You know, now everything is about the fight, you know.
Well, I think it's working because I have noticed you have slimmed down a lot. I mean, all those big muscles, heavyweight, like you said. No, I mean, you have muscles, but they're, you know, tight, slim. I think it's, ladies, what do you think? I think he's done his job. I think you're ready.
Yeah, well, you know, I had to slim down. Also, what's part of the game plan is Mr. Bell, again, I said it's Kung Fu. I have to respect that. He's going to be doing a lot of movement around the floor and that kind of stuff. So I had to slim down to get quicker. Right. You know, so having all those big muscles, you know, I'm not going to try to beat him off power. I'm going to have to beat him off technique. And that's what I do. You know, back when I was fighting, I've always been a technician. So I'm going to have to beat him off technique and not off power. I'm not going to try to, you know, manhandle him. I'm going to try to just administer a lot of strong, hard technique.
Administer. Well, let's not miss that. When is it going to be again?
It's going to be Friday, December 18th. That's in Newark, New Jersey. And let me tell you how I took this fight. One of the legendary, great martial art fighters, Kareem Abdullah, who's also one of the biggest promoters on the East Coast in mixed martial arts, he asked me to come out and do this fight. And when he asked me to come out and do this fight, I was honored because as a kid, he was always a hero to me. So I felt that I had to come out of retirement and I just had to do my little Randy Couture thing. I had to come out of retirement and win this fight. So that's the biggest reason why we're coming out there. And we're going to have VIP buses leaving from Harlem. We're going to be popping bottles, all kinds of stuff going on. when we come back. When we come back.
When you come back,
After the win.
After the win.
We're gonna have a good time, you know. So if people want to take the VIP bus out there, they can just get in touch with me. You can always get in touch with me through mastermo247@aol.com. You know, and you also, if you're on my Facebook, all my Facebook people, join my fan club, Sensei Mo fan club. Get on the fan club so you can follow me on Twitter and other things like that. Know everything that we're doing.
All right. Well, get on his fan club. You heard that? Sensei Mo, Facebook. This is Nana talking about martial arts challenges. Loved talking to you, Sensei Mo. Thank you. Signing out.